Here we go with attempt number 2. I recorded this last night, but the audio didn't work, so we're just trying to see if it works today. Here we go with Season 8, so Episode 8 with Bromley. It's our first year in the Champions League. We're going to try to finish the series off here, so we're going to go all in this transfer window to try to win the Champions League and win this series here, but obviously we're going to go until we win the Champions League. So if we don't win it this year, hopefully we qualify for next year. We have another shot at it, but let's take a look at the team, and then this is the free agent we're going to be doing signing here. Remember, we're going to only do one free agent signing. I did kind of go against the rules with our transfers, but we're in the Champions League, so I figured that the transfer rules shouldn't apply. Here we go with Franks. He's 81 overall, and he's going to be playing off the bench for us, but could be a factor of starting in the next, say, probably 2 years, I would think. But there he is. Good squad player. Good squad depth, I would say. He will be coming off the bench. The bench is something I'm going to improve this year. I haven't really paid attention too much to the bench, and we don't have a lot of substitutes. That's just kind of how I build my teams. But here's a quick look at the team. I got Marquez at 89 and Dumbo at 87. Manuf, obviously, we're going to get a new right midfielder. One with pretty good shooting, so he actually does really good for us this year. Our defense looks solid. We're going to leave the defense as is unless we kind of need to do something in the second transfer window. But this is our bench right now. We got Frank right there. A lot of these players are just going to go on loan. They are our youth academy players. Burns is coming pretty good, 72 overall. We have one youth academy player, Sanko, on Central D, man. He's our captain. He's been with his team pretty much, I think, from the first year we actually scouted him. So we had $62 million in the budget. We're like a little bit more, but can't really complain with that. We haven't done nearly as good as we should have in the Cup, so that's obviously why our budget's a little bit lower than what it should be in the Premier League. But let's go into our first signing. Like I said, we're going to get a new right midfielder, and here he is walking in from Club Bruges. I forget what league that is, but a lot of you guys know Club Bruges. Nestori Irakunda, $66.9 million, so there goes our budget. But we're going to sell some players to be able to afford a pretty good central attacking midfielder. So 84 overall. He's only 25, 4 years old, but shooting is 87. And like I said, he's going to light up this league this year. Definitely should have got Player of the Year. We're going to go over that later. Kind of a cheap shot of what they gave, who person they gave it to. But he's our central attacking midfielder, the guy we broke our rules for. If you don't recognize him, his name is Wirtz. Central attacking midfielder, 92 overall. Florian Wirtz for Ndumbo at $3.7 million. He was on the last year of his contract. That's why it was such a good deal for us. He's definitely going to be starting. So best possible deal, $121 million. We got an A there. Ndumbo, I believe, he was $105 million. So we really got him for a good deal. 28 years old. We got him 3 years for $350 million. 87 shooting as well, 89 pace, 90 passing. So this team's going to start looking pretty good. We just got to work on the depth, I think. And here we start working on the depth. Let's see what player we got here. Gaspard Braid for $3.5 million. I was going to say he's not good enough. Obviously, he's coming off the bench. Central Demon for 73 overall. He is 24. And here we're bringing another Cam. Luigi Sharumbini for $7 million. Price rating of a B. Not good enough again. He could be coming off the bench. 76 overall, 20 years old. And then we're going to get our right back here. Mr. Clark. Harry Clark for Ipswich, $4.55 million. Another bench guy, so we're definitely filling out the bench quite a lot here. We got 3 of the decent bench players. Obviously, we'd like a little bit better, but there's a starting lineup. We got Marquez at 89. Sacco is already up to 82. Obviously, we simulated a little bit to the beginning of the season. Wirtz is 92 overall. Ibrahim's 86. This is what the bench is looking like. 81 is our best bench player. Then we got 76, 75, 74. Tossin's going to go down a little bit just because of his age. So he could be in line for another striker, but we're going to get the season started and kind of get to the mid-season, see where we're at. But these are the players that we sold and brought in. So we sold Hendricks, Lombardi. We brought in Iran Kunda, obviously. Manouf sold for $30 million. That's pretty good deal for us. Sanga, one of our youth academy players, sold for $46.6 million. Probably could have kept him on loan. He was 78 overall. Yeah, Wirtz 3.7. Obviously, it was a trade swap deal there, but then we got some free agent loans here. Not free agent, but some loans here. Coleman, all Canadian players pretty much. But yeah, this is what the league has done. Hansen from 164 million, Jeffrey for 155, Cadlick 137, Desire 135, Javi 122, Czech. I wonder if that's a center back that we ended up selling for 108. I don't think it's him. I don't think he would have sold for that. He was like, I think it was 81 or 82 overall this past year that when we sold him. No, he's a goalkeeper, 22 years old. Mr. Czech goes from Newcastle. So there was quite a bit of Premier League deals here, which we might have to worry about. But let's see how we do in the Premier League and the Champions League coming up. But yeah, the top like 4, 5, 6 of the top, 5 of the top 6 were for the Premier League. So it might hurt us, but we did a good signing of our own, so I can't really worry too much. Javi's 89 overall, so he's pretty good there. So here we are halfway through the season. We're 10-4-5 for 34 points. We're probably not going to get first here, but hopefully we can get top 3. We're only 5 points back. FA Cup, look at that. We're in the third round. Carabao Cup, we lost, I think, in the third round here, but let's just take a look. Again, another loss in the third round. We're just not doing well in these cup games. Maybe just because we don't have a lot of depth. It could be my fault here. So yeah, we lost at Everton 3-2 on penalties. I mean, Everton's a decent team, but we should be able to beat them. But the league side for the Champions League, we are 5-1. I will tell you, we got 2 games left. We did end up losing those 2 games, but we still finished pretty good here. Borussia Dortmund 6-0. They haven't lost yet. Real Madrid's 4, so not a surprise from them either. Take a look at the squad. Esposito hasn't gone up at all at 83, so we're probably going to replace him at left back. Laurent's gone up to 86. Iran Kunda is only up 1, but he's killing it in this league. Our defense, I mean, 85 is pretty good for defenders. I can't really complain about that. Ibrahim's up to an 87, and Marquez is up to a 90. So as long as we get a little bit better growth there, we are going to make a move on the defense. We do have a little bit, but I mean, swap deals is the way to go when you're trying to build a better team, especially with a lower budget. So we're going to have to swap Esposito plus some cash to get a good, better. Toss him there. We haven't re-signed him yet. We will end up re-signing him. No one really offered him anything yet. 21-5 for Iran Kunda. Like I said, he's tearing it up. Wirtz is 8-11. Marquez 8-4. Esposito, even though we're probably get rid of him, he's just 4-3. Then not too much from the depth here. Definitely could be a lot better, but I mean, we're still 5th in the league, so can't really complain too much. Let me know if I should sell all these players like I did with the Barcelona team. I made like $3 billion for them. I won't get as much for these guys, but here's our left back, Roberto Costa, for Esposito and $10 million. Like I said, swap deals is kind of the way to go here, especially with our budget being a little bit lower than expected. A C pricing, I really don't care. He's 25 years old at 85, 4-year contract for $16 million. I don't think we could have made this deal without doing the swap. We tried with those 2 players, but they weren't going for the swap. Players that we tried to offer for a swap, and our budget just wasn't enough. But here's what the squad's looking like. We got Lima there. He does play a couple of games here because we're transitioning Costa into a left back. And we just simulate. We just go to the schedule and just simulate. So it just kind of puts in what players they think should be in those positions until Costa transferred over. It only took 2 weeks, but until he transferred over, Lima did play. But here we are at the end of the season. We are in the finals of the Champions League. We're going to play against Real Madrid. And Spurs Young has been announced as the player of the year. Definitely shouldn't be him. I'll show you the stats after, but kind of salty on that one. Here we are. We won 2-0. Iracunda again scores. Laurent gets a goal as well. He's a left midfielder. So our left midfield and right midfielders are coming in clutch. Let's go kind of look at our team, our stats. So we won 2-0 against Real Madrid. And we'll show you who we faced in the Champions League. We kind of went through Spain to win. Barcelona we beat in the semis. And obviously Real Madrid we beat in the finals. But here it is, the end of this series. Because we won Champions League. We're going to do, I believe, Man City. We're going to try to win 5 Premier League championships. Obviously, we're going to be going for Champions League as well. But Wirtz is up to 93. Marquez is 92. Costa is already up to an 87. And Iracunda, even though he had a wicked year, is only up to 85. Our defense is all 86 and up. Ibrahim's 88. And Sonko is up to an 84. So at least we had one Youth Academy player. I'm like 95% sure he was a Youth Academy player. Frank's up to an 84, so we could sell. I mean, we're not going to play next year, but we could have sold one of the center backs and put Frank's in there to try to re-sign somebody. But Iracunda, 34-9, so he's at 43 goals contribution, and Marquez had 28. Wirtz 17-7, so that's really good. At least he got a lot of assists. Laurent's 12-2. Sonko had 12 goal contributions. He had 2 and 10. But like I said, Iracunda definitely should have won Player of the Year. But we'll see. Suns, I'll show you kind of his stats for the Premier League. And I don't know how he won it. But yeah, Sonko 2 and 10 is really good for us. And Laurent's 12-2. Could be a little bit better. We hasn't resigned the Towson guy yet, but we don't really have to anymore. But yeah, look at Iracunda, 25 goal contributions. Even Holland and Vlahovic, 22 and 20. And, yeah, Young, look at that. 16 goals and 38 appearances. Obviously, you don't know how many assists he has. Jonathan David had 16, 38 as well. Or and how many goals he had in, like, his cup runs. But I really should have thought Iracunda should have got it. Or even, like, Holland or Vlahovic. But, I mean, the game gives it to they think should have won. We still have $17 million left in the budget. So not horrible. But let's go look at the standings here. We did come second. Look at that, 23, 5, and 10. So quite a few losses. Not so many draws, but quite a few wins as well. 23 is pretty good. And Leeds United, Fulham, and Burnley are going to be relegated. Not that it really matters too much. Minus 40 goals for Burnley, goal differential. Man City wins the FA Cup. I also believe we lost in the third round here. Yeah, right there. Portsmouth beat us. We just did not do good in these cups. Obviously, we lost in the third round already for that. AFC Bournemouth won. Super Cup, PSG wins. Champions League, we won. Round of 16, we beat Leverkusen 3-2 in aggregate, 2-1 at home. And then we beat RB Leipzig, again 3-2, and then 2-1 on the road. We beat FC Barcelona in the semis, 5-3 in aggregate, and then obviously Real Madrid 2-0 here. I mean, pretty good win for us. Man City wins the Europa League, and Valencia wins Conference League. So I'm just going to show you the other leagues and then just sign off on this. Let me know what teams I should be doing career modes on, which ones you'd like to see. We are doing the one in the LPF right now with Rosario Central. Looks like they came fourth. Our first year came third. So Olympic Lyon had 66 points. Not that much, but they ended up winning that. I always go to Bundesliga too, just because I see Bundesliga. Borussia Dortmund, 73 points over Bayern Munich. Same goal differential, but I guess that doesn't matter with the points. Napoli has 73. They beat AC Milan and Juventus. Pretty good season by them. And then in La Liga, Barcelona, they tied points for Real Madrid, but they had quite a few more goals differential. Looks like it's 7 more goal differential, so that's why they won that league. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. I actually enjoy making these videos. I just like posting them, see what people think. Hopefully, we can start like good discussion about them. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.